G'day fellas, and welcome to game number 4 in Outback Octagon 2 Grand Finals. We are finally here, the last week of the Octagon, and boy oh boy do we have a game for you today. Now we're a little bit late to this party, I do apologize, you'll see we're at 2 minutes and 40 in-game time, but the good news is we've fixed everything up. If you're wondering what happened, well, this town center over here had a big box in the middle, a big cube, a big blue cube, and I'll tell you right now, they didn't have big blue cubes back in the 1600s. Let's introduce our players for today. Spawning in, our northmost player in the color red, playing as the Ottomans. Anatand. To his east, not too far away, in the color pink, playing as the French. Urk. In the east of the map, in the color green, playing as the Delhi Sultanate. Between two sacred sites on arguably the best civilization for the Blue Mountains. Salami. To his south, in the color yellow, playing as the Holy Roman Empire. Beastie. Over towards the west corner, in the color purple, playing as the Malians. Don Ardi. And in the south of the map, 3 players. All close together. Locked in, eyes focused on each other. Wham! As the Rus in teal. Puppy Paw as the Holy Roman Empire in orange. And Marine Lord as the Malians in blue. Not the best beginning for these 3 players. Definitely going to be a chaotic game for them. But all eyes will be on the east. 2 players spawning very close to each other. 2 fan favorites. Beastie Cutie, the best player in the world, spawning just south of the Wallalol god himself. Salami. Salami on the Delhi Sultanate. Civilization that gets a lot of power when it gets those sacred sites ticking. And Salami manages to find what may be the best Delhi spawn we have seen so far in the Octagon. There's going to be action on all sides of the map. I may miss a king. You know what? I take it back. I will miss a king kill. And I will apologize to you in advance, but I ask for your forgiveness. Let's take a look at where the points currently sit for these players. We'll ride on board with this scout as he rides through the middle of the map. Thank you very much, Urk, and your scout. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. These are the scores as of the last game. 16 points for Puppy Paw, your current point leader. 10 points for Don Ardi, 9 points for Marine Lord, 2 points for Wham, 1 point for Salami, Urk, and Beastie Anatand. Still yet to score a point. Sitting on 0 points. Puppy Paw with an incredible game last round. Will be looking to solidify his position on top of the leaderboard today. He throws down the Arkan Chapel, a beautiful spot he's got as well. An absolute juicer of an Arkan. Berries, deer, I was going to say fish. Interesting fish right here. Sheep, and of course, on a wood line. A beautiful spot for him. He's going to be loving life. Let's look with Beastie. Beastie, an equally good spot. Town center, gold vein, stone outcropping, sheep under the TC, Arkan Chapel on the wood line, and plenty sheep coming back. That was the one caveat. I was going to say the only thing is Beastie needs to bring in some sheep here. He's got no food. Well, my friends, you've got food now. So what does Beastie do here? And why is it going to be themed around the most notorious of all wonders, the Burgrave? Does he dare go for a Burgrave? It's possible. I feel like going for a Burgrave here makes a lot of sense. I need to fix the minimap? What's wrong with the minimap? What's wrong with the minimap, Raj? What's wrong with the minimap? Don't be coming at me about fixing minimaps. Nothing. Exactly. That's what I thought. Sit down, Raj. Sit him down, mods. Oh, I did fix it. Was it off a little bit like that or something? Was it off by like, yeah, something like that? And I hit the button and it's like, come on, Raj. What is it? There's no problem here, Raj. Get out of here. You're all right, Raj. Someone give that guy the VIP. I like you. I like the cut of your jib. All right, let's check in with our players on the south side. Yet to click the age up button. We've got, well, I say yet to click it up. Yet to have the age up all the way through. We've got Marine Lord who is going with the Mansa Quarry. No real surprise there. Of course, there is no access to trade on this map. There are no neutral trading posts, but there are a lot of sacred sites. I'll say that much. Kremlin going to come down for Wham on this bottom side. The walls have already come up for Puppy Paw. He's looking to keep himself nice and safe, nice and secure. Let's check in now with Urk as he goes for the School of Cavalry. Meanwhile, to his backside, he's got Sultan Honey Trade Network from Anatan coming up. Interesting decision from Anatan. Going to be moving into passive gold, and Don Artie going to be going into the Mansa Quarry. So already some strange decisions coming out from these players. Mansa Quarry. Who goes for that landmark on a map with no trade? But we do see Wham now aging up to the feudal age. Kremlin, it's going to be the way for him. And Beastie's been up for a long time. He's well and truly on the way to Castle Age. He's not mucking around. He's not playing in the feudal age. Not like last game. He's on the yellow once again. It's great to see him picking up the yellow once again. Salami on the green here. Now, how does Salami look to play this? Well, I suspect it's just going to be a fast castle with Sanctity. And it looks like that's going to be the case. Very interesting decision to go Tower of Victory as well. I feel like going for the Scholars can make a fair bit more sense here, but I guess realistically, he's not in a rush to do much, right? Like, as long as he holds Sacred Sites, he'll be fine. The main thing is we've got both of these two guys in the north or in the east of the map that are going to be looking to pick up relics. So expect to see Salami try and take these ones, Beastie try and take those ones, and that's probably how it's going to unfold. But let's take a look and see. One of the questions in chat at the moment, is there going to be another mega random map? Yes, I can assure you the last map of the day will be mega random. We do that intentionally so that players don't really have an idea on what's going to be happening on the last map of the day. So they can't really build a plan for it. So the intent there is to keep an element of surprise for it. But we'll have to wait and see how it unfolds because Puppy Paw, he's going to be our point leader, and I'm sure people will be looking to take him out. Whether his brother looks to take him out or not is going to be a different question. But you can see with them spawning down here together, you could almost suspect that they are not colluding. You don't want to be spawning next to each other. Not on a map like this. And indeed, it is Beastie going with the Burgrave. This is where it gets really interesting, right? Because this is not a fun matchup to play. Holy Roman Empire versus the Delhi Sultanate. But Salami's got double Sacred Site. Sanctity is about to come through. 14 seconds. So Salami, all he needs to do is throw down 1-2 archery ranges, and he holds the Burgrave. Whether he spots it's going to be a different matter. Blacksmith coming through. Oh, this could be bad for Salami. I'm going to do something that I don't do. In fact, I haven't done once throughout this Octagon. I'm going to go into Salami's line of sight. Okay. He spots the Burgrave. He sees the Burgrave coming. The reason why I don't do that is because normally it kills your frame rates when you do it. You get dropped down. He's not even taking Sacred Sites. He's going just for relics. He's not even picking up the Sacred Sites. So he's not going to have the passive gold. This is not good for Salami. I can't help but feel maybe a little bit of a mistake. Probably needed to even throw down some walls here. Beastie is one of the best holy... I take it back. Beastie is the best Holy Roman Empire player in the world. He's going Burgrave? Good luck, friend. Good luck. All right, let the printer begin. Holy Roman Empire, famous for their printing technology. Of course, for anybody who doesn't know, they invented the printing press back in the 1400s. They invented Hewlett-Packard, which invented the inkjet printer in the 1900s. And of course, they are famous for producing the 3D printer in the 21st century, which was a great invention. The Holy Roman Empire, of course, famous for all their printers. And let's not forget, they've got their men-at-arms printer, and they've also got the villager printer as well. So they're going to be coming out, and a keep is going to be thrown down, and this is all over already. I mean, Beastie's just going to resort. Does he just fall? Like, I feel like you've committed to the Burgrave. You got to go in, right? Like, you can't just be playing around with a men-at-arms army. I guess you know what? You could probably take this somewhere else. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. All right. Well, let's check in. Oh, my Lord. Wham with an absolute killer. Have a look at that one. 264 gold a minute. And the best part is he's probably only sitting on 80 bunty. It's not going to be a whole lot for him. Salami now with the relic already. And actually, you know what? This is why it's so smart from Salami. Think about the relic. What does the relic give you? It gives you the ability to walla low. And what do the men-at-arms do? Well, they get converted. So is Beastie going Imperial here? Is that the decision? Does Beastie just say, okay, I'm just going to play this like a 1v1. I'm just going to go into the Swabia. I think that might be the play here from him. How do you deal with this? Because you can go, all right, I'm going to make men-at-arms, and I'm going to make rams. The problem is you've got a keep, and you're going to have a second keep. I guarantee you, like, a second keep will be coming down somewhere around here. He's just going to exhaust this stone, throw a keep down right here, and he'll have the resources for it as well. Look at that. It's 2 sets of 600. But we can hear those scouts calling out to each other. No action on this south side just yet. All players just kind of chilling for the moment. Triple archery range from Urk. Okay, interesting decision. And we're going to see Don Artie spot that and be like, what is this? What is this? I don't know why Don all of a sudden became German. But what is this? Yeah, I mean, no real action yet to happen just yet. Don Artie reaching the castle age, going up with the Farimba garrison. Townsend are going to be thrown down immediately for him as well. We're starting to see a lot of castle ages coming through. Don Artie, a big proponent of castle age, says you cannot do it you can't do it in feudal age. Look, Puppy Paw on 4 relics already. You know what? I think Beastie's in an absolutely fine position in that regard. Was Beastie going for a second TC? Or was this from the beginning? This might be from the beginning. Yeah, he's going Imperial. Definitely the right call to go Imp here. I think you got to play this kind of like a 1v1 and scale into the late game. Go for the Swabia. Makes a lot of sense. And then just hope that you can outpace what Salami's throwing down. Because he's going to be going into village fortresses. Remember that. You can see it being researched at the moment. 6 minutes total research time. He's got 3 minutes and 16 seconds left on it. So still a little bit of time to go before that one comes through. And the Swabia is going to be able to not only just keep pace, but it's going to absolutely dominate that. But all the relics getting picked up. Puppy Paw with 4 relics in the bag. Wham. He's got 1 with a second one coming through. Marine Lord on the south side with 2. How did all of these guys on the south manage to collect all the relics on the map? I love the fact that there's still a single relic up here. I'd just be bringing this villager into the party. Be like, hey man, just drop down a monastery for me, please, in the stealth forest. Interestingly, no one taking the north this side. We've seen players sort of trend towards the north quite a bit, but not this game, which is interesting. Trending more towards the south. More outposts coming up. Looks like sprinkled emplacements together with the additional health on these outposts. We can see him fortifying those bad boys up. Of course, for anybody wondering, the Holy Roman Empire do get their cheaper emplacements, cheaper upgrades. Castle Age now going to be coming through from Anatand. Interesting style from Anatand here. Not going into multiple town centers in this game. Only going 1 TC, but not being aggressive. A little bit weird. All right, well, let's check in over on that east side. Looks like Beastie going to be looking to neutralize one of those sacred sites. He'll be heading up to Imperial shortly. Almost enough resources to do it now. And we can see he's sitting out here. No prelate guarding up these villages, or at least inspiring these villages today. But Anatan now reaching the castle age. Still Urk in the feudal. He's the last one up. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Look at... Hold on. Is Urk actually just going to play this in feudal? Interesting. I mean, he's got the French. It's one of the few civs that can do it. In fact, I'd be tempted to say the only civ that can do it. I feel like as the Rus, you kind of need to get to castle age to get... you kind of need to pick up those relics early on. Whereas with the French, you can just leverage the power of the knight to just run around the map, right? As long as you get 1 early kill, you can just then subsequently turn that into, okay, we'll make 2 TCs, 3 TCs. We'll just spam out knights. We'll be fine. Swabia now coming through for Beastie. Pretty early Swabia here. Definitely going to be way ahead of the pack. Where is Puppy Paw, though? Puppy Paw is looking for a Swabia as well. But I don't think he'll go for it. I mean, Puppy Paw's position's good enough that he can justify going into Elsbach. Which makes a lot of sense. But where does he put it down, though? I mean, you could probably put it down. Actually, this is a good spot. Elsbach right here in the middle. You're a little bit exposed, but I mean, I find that if you've got enough... If you've got enough stuff there, people aren't even going to challenge you, right? Like, I'm not going to go to an Elsbach with 2 keeps around it. Especially if it's like one of those Elsbach here, and then like a keep and a keep. And it is going to be a keep that gets thrown down. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see an Elsbach right here thrown down. Just in this position, so he can bunny hop if he needs to. But now, Men-at-Arms just looking to chill for the moment. We'll check in with Salami. Not a whole lot happening as the second keep has gone up. Village fortresses is through. Villagers are now under production. And up towards that north side, we can see a little bit of a dent coming through. Urk trying to dent his opponents. Looking for Anatan. Not going to find a lot of spears back there. Now going to be jostling down towards his south side. Definitely feels like he's come up empty-handed. Unsure exactly what he wanted to do, who he wanted to go after. Salami on that east side will be tracking along with him as he throws down a third keep. So as he continues expanding out with his keeps, continues increasing that economy. Expect to see Beastie rising up on that village account, though. And Puppy Paw goes for Swabia as well. Interesting decision. I guess it makes sense going Swabia this early on, right? Like, you're going to build yourself a good lead. And I guess the argument is you can use that to leverage the advantage that you gain in the early game. So you're going to make a big advantage in the early game because you've got that extra villager lead. So more economy, more population. Obviously, bigger economy means bigger army. Then you get those kills, convert them into more population. So it makes sense why these guys aren't going for the Elsback here. Elsback definitely makes sense if you're going for like 2 TCs in the early game. Not today. So double Swabia coming out from both of these guys. A very passive game so far. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure these guys wanted to fight. Question's going to be whether it's right. All right, so looks like finally Puppy Paw is going to be getting sieged down by his brother. Check in once again over on that east side. My eyes are still affixed over here. The siege workshop coming up definitely indicates to me Beastie means business. He's going into elite men-at-arms shortly. He's going to have plenty of them out on the field. He's going to be heavy on the siege. I'm suspecting he's going to move into culverins, bombards, and of course mangonels. And that's going to be able to effectively deal with this. The only issue you're going to have are elephants. How do you deal with the elephants? Well, you just start mixing in some spears. You've got your Burgrave. You might as well do it. Now we've got ourselves a bit of an attack. How many units has Anatan got? He's got 25 spears at the moment. A lot of scouts here. I got excited about this army. I was very enthralled. I said, oh my god, this is it. It's happening. Don Artie. And then I realized they were just warrior scouts. I got too excited. What did you say? And who said that? Who said it? Show yourself. I don't know what you said. I think it had to be a Delhi player. All right, well, he's going for it. Keep going to get thrown down by Salami in the base of Beastie. Keep in mind, the king is still here in the main town center. Men-at-arms moving forward. A lot of men-at-arms. Wallalol's here. He's going to be looking for it. Beastie not going to take the bait. He falls back. Salami only... I think he's carrying his single relic this game. Crossbow numbers on the back are good. It's going to be hard for him. Did he just throw this wall up? I think did Beastie just throw this wall up to stop the keep from coming down? I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm almost 100% sure he did that. And that just demonstrates right there why he is the best player in the world. I didn't see it. It was that quick. That's how quick it was. Ville's now going to get pulled. Looking to take down the bombard. Needs to fall back away from this. Beastie does have a single relic. He could look to pull it out, but instead, men-at-arms going to be used. Yet to pick up the elite upgrade just yet. Could be looking for it at the Burgrave. No, not even going to bother with it just yet. There's the relic. Oh no, never mind, it's Salami's. Keep is going to get thrown down. Bombard working its magic on the back line. Elephant's going to begin moving forward. Men-at-arms trying their best. Relic just chilling out. He's going to try again for a second Wallalol. I don't know how he's able to get it off that quickly, but the keep will go up and Beastie in trouble. He went greedy early on. Now Villager's going to get pulled. Second bombard coming out, but the keeper's up. And Beastie in trouble right now. More villagers going to get pulled. He's got no way to deal with this mass of villagers. He's going to turn the bombards around. He takes out the elephants. A decent job there. But Salami going to commit a huge amount of villagers here. Maybe not the right call for Salami. He's got the extra health on the villagers. Beastie doesn't. But the bombards have gone down. Beastie now moves into the next bombard. In the middle of the map, though. Don Artie has found a potential victim for his warrior scouts. They are sieging down the town center. It's a little bit of a stall out over on this eastern front. Second siege workshop coming up for Beastie. Meanwhile, still a stall out on all of these fronts. Pink on purple. Apologies to my colorblind friends out there. They're going to have a tough time here, but it looks like he'll be okay. I think Urk survives this one. Too many units, too many vills repairing. Look how many vills we've got repairing. 34 vills repairing. There's no way you're getting through that, my friend. And Don Artie comes up empty-handed in this game. Not going to find first blood here. Bombard now back out. Men-at-arm numbers beginning to build. Still no elite upgrade just yet for Beastie. There it is. Oh, no, never mind. He goes for two-handed weapons instead. Definitely feeling the pinch right now, Beastie is. Villager count, 57 for Salami, 90 for Beastie. He is almost double the economic population at the moment. He's also the villager lead for this game. Wham coming up second on 80 villagers. Wham already throwing down the Spaskaya in the back of the base, securing it with plenty of stone walls, just to make sure that there are no shenanigans happening here. Don Artie, a little bit of a king check. Looks like it's going to be sitting safe inside that town center. King check on Anatan, safe inside the TC for the moment. Hold your horses. Pops out, pops back in. Not sure if he used the treason ability, what that was. And I take it back, Urk is actually sitting at over 100 villagers right now. Urk's king is on the move. He's coming down to the keep that's built on the front line of the base. And we see right now the pain is going to be experienced by Salami. Bombards are out. Expect to see culverins coming out shortly. 4 bombards? Do you really need 4 bombards? I feel like 3 is more than enough here. But maybe he's just making bombards because he knows he doesn't need culverin? And I guess technically, if he pulls villagers to repair the bombards, he will never lose them against the Springalds. But the Springled numbers are rising. Actually, I take it back. He's up to 4 Springalds now. But I guess he could always just take one Springled out. Yeah, you lose your bombard, but you don't have to worry on that front. And oh no, Don Artie. Oh no, Don Artie. Don Artie. Under pressure. Under a lot of pressure. There is a keep here, but unfortunately the king is not inside the keep. No boiling oil through yet for the Don either. Don trying to push himself a little bit further up the table at the moment. Obviously got a few people that he's got to contest with. And speaking of contesting, Marine Lord now going to be looking to strike upon Puppy Paw. Big action now on the south side. The first battle beginning to unfold. It's in the Imperial Age that it's going to be happening. Well, actually, I take it back. It's the Castle Age for Marine Lord. And now those bombards are making their way around over the east side. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what Beastie always says. He doesn't always say it. I'm just putting words in his mouth, but I got to be honest with you. He said that once in his life. It might have been when he was doing English practice. Here are some English terms. Slow and steady wins the race. The tortoise beats the hare. I mean, he's getting there eventually. I love the fact that he just kept this wall up. I think that might be a chop through. All right, let's check in. It's going to be the Fort of the Huntress coming in for Marine Lord, heading to the Imperial Age. He's dealing with spears, elite spears of Puppy Paw. Puppy Paw with a big economy at the moment, sitting on, I say a big economy, 63 vils. 63 vils. Wallolol attempt. Not going to be able to find it. Men-at-Arms move back. Where are the Culves? Is that a 5th bombard? No, 4th bombard. Bombard? Did I just call it a bombard? Where are the Culves? I find it really interesting he's not going into Culves at all. I would have thought you would at least make like 1 or 2 Culves. Imperial Age now for Marine Lord. Let's check in over on the west side, the west side. It's friends with the west and the east side, the west side. It looks like there's been a bit of a stall out over on that west side. Anatan still chilling as well. Everyone holding their ground, and Beastie definitely looking to make this push happen. King has fallen back. Everybody is migrating out. And Beastie will be able to secure up these sacred sites, take this land away, and will eventually find a potential enemy to neutralize. But Salami's moving to the north. And that's going to be good for Salami, but it's bad for Beastie because he needs to chase it down. So maybe he moves. I mean, the best thing for Beastie might actually just be to get some knights out. Spam out some knights. He's going for an infantry comp, which makes sense, but you need to think about this isn't a 1 versus 1. This is a free-for-all, and you need to go for those kings. We saw it happen in the previous game, where he just wasn't able to catch the king. And the king's not fast. Don't get me wrong. Like the king, he's got moves, but he's not making super big moves here. 1.19 movement speed. You're barely faster than a villager. Barely as fast as a villager, rather. And Beastie now going to be neutralizing those sacred sites, taking them for himself. Picking up 3 over here. Salami's still holding on to that single relic. Bringing it back with him. Bringing everything over towards this way. Anatan now going to be losing out one of those town centers. And a big mass now from Anatan. He knows where... Oh my god, he knows where the king is. Oh, Urk in trouble. Oh, Urk in massive trouble. No boiling oil. King exposed. He needs to come in under. Make sure that the king is not going to be slipping away. And he surrounds it completely. The exit's blocked. I think this is a good game for Urk. Where's his army? Where's his army? His army's up towards the north. I think this is good game for Urk right now. He goes down. Urk is eliminated. And in the blink of an eye, Anatan assassinates Urk. Puppy Paw now pushing upon Beastie. He's in trouble. Beastie gonna have to fall back away from this. Where's the army of Beastie? Did I miss it? Did I miss the battle? Beastie's army. He's still got a big army. Where is he hiding it? I don't know where he's hiding it. I cannot see it. I'm feeling really stressed right now. I don't know why. Maybe the Red Bulls finally kicked in? Unironically, ooh, hold on. I gotta sit up right now. All right. Whew. There's the army from Beastie. Okay. It's up towards that top side. He can't go up to Salami. Salami lives to see another day. And remember, I mean, Urk has been taken out, but Anatan now remains up here. Salami's looking to throw down more keeps as well. Beastie might need to bring these back. Massive army. I love the fact that Puppy Paw is coming after Beastie, despite the fact that he has got Marine Lord on his doorstep. What is that about? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Anatan takes out another one in quick succession. We were wondering what the hell he was doing. Well, it turns out he knew all along. We were the ones who didn't. We missed it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I knew it was going to happen. I could feel it. I could feel it coming. All right, we head back down to that south side. Oh, my lord. I'm missing it everywhere. Big fights between these two players. You got blue on blue. You got pink and purple on red. It's tough. All of the same colors are fighting against each other. Make it hard. Make it easier to distinguish these 8 players. King now on the ground, up towards that top side. Beastie pushing up towards that position. Still now on the front line. It looks like he's being repelled at the moment. Puppy Paw holding on for dear life. Let's do a king check. Where is the king for Marine Lord? I've got... Oh, there's the king. He's safely inside that keep for the moment. Anatan now pushing up towards this northern position as well. Springwood's firing down upon the buildings. Anatan going to be well and truly aware of what's happening. All right, I'm feeling a little bit better now. I don't know what that was. I feel like I almost need to get a refreshing beverage or something. Maybe I've been casting for too long. Drongo's been out here for 3 hours. It's too long, Mum. Put me back in. Let's talk a little bit about this Ottoman army. Anatan at 300 max pop now and becomes a big threat. This is what we talked about. The fact that Anatan, take a look at the points. Anatan, 0 points. 1 good game and you can take yourself from 0 to hero. And Anatan is looking to do that. He picks up First Blood. He takes out Donardi, so he's already up 3 points now in this game. And he's looking for Salami. Whether he's going to find it is a different matter. King in the keep. Beastie looking to push down upon it as well. He's going to get squeezed from both sides. Bombards might be able to snipe out the king. Remember, Salami is not Imperial Age yet, so doesn't have that elite king. But Beastie, he's starting to struggle. Men-at-Arms looking to try and clear out some of this siege. We'll be able to find it. A lot of units have gone down from Beastie, but he's got the culverins on the back line. He will be able to take out all of that siege. And up towards that north side. King still holding on for dear life. King's alive, do the 5. That's actually a saying that we've got in Australia. It's kids alive, do the 5. Not kings alive, do the 5. But for today, it will be kings alive, do the 5. It's like the 5 things that you should do as a kid. Like no running around the pool. You know, always wear sunscreen. I don't know. I wasn't in the program. But anyway, king is out. King is out. Wallalol going to be trying to protect it. He's running for the king. Can he turn the army? The king, never mind. He manages to make it into another keep. Escapes it. Up towards the north side. It looks like Salami is going to be battering away those bombards for the moment. Marine Lord safe. Beastie under pressure. Culverin holding. Where is the king? I've got no idea where the king is. He's probably up towards this keep. Yeah, he's up towards the keep. King on the ground. Salami. It's all over for the rover. Good night, sweet prince. It was a pleasure getting to watch you. But Anatan takes a 3rd kill this game, assassinating Salami. And now we ride on board with Marine Lord. Actually, let's ride on board with Anatan. He is so isolated. He is so far away from everybody. Now, remember, we are riding on board at the moment with Salami for the Twitch or for the chat. So if you see some crazy flickering up in that where the in-game chat is, that's because Salami's moving around the map like a maniac because he can see everything and he's checking out. Oh, you were over here and I was over here and oh, that was crazy. That's why you see that because we're just drawing off his screen at the moment. So I mean, Beastie misses out on that kill as well. Beastie definitely coming up empty-handed here, and it really felt like that was the case. Kings are... I feel like Kings are in such a weird spot where they're kind of... They're this slow unit, but they're still so fast. All right, let's check in on the south side. Wham throwing down a big wall between him and his brother. And you can see it's clearly one of those situations where it's like they don't want to kill each other, but they know that they're going to have to. But for the moment... Oh, it makes total sense right now why Puppy Paw is attacking Beastie. He doesn't want to team up on ML because if he teams up on Marine Lord, then Marine Lord dies. Then he has to kill Wham. Whereas right now, because at the end of the day, like obviously there's no teaming up, but at the same time, you don't want to kill your brother, right? Like you come into this game. For anybody who doesn't know, Wham and Puppy Paw are brothers, identical twins. They're both as handsome as each other. And you know the craziest part? They're not even the most handsome brother. There's actually a 3rd brother who is by far the most handsome of the brothers. Anatan going to be executing some villagers here. He doesn't know. Poor guys. He doesn't know. And oh, he's not even in Imperial yet. So technically it's not teaming. because they're not teaming to kill somebody, and even though they're not killing each other, they're still fighting other people. So I think I'm happy with that. I don't know whether the admins will be fine with that, but I suspect they probably will be fine with that, because he is still picking a fight with somebody and going after it, and it will be inevitable that he eventually comes for it. And I think it's going to actually work against him in the end, because if Anatan looks for it, I mean, he's so isolated, right? He is completely, you know, he's 350 pop. He's going to Imperial. He is game leader right now. It is, and this is just going to work badly against him, because you've got 4 people all on the back side of the map struggling to keep their heads above water. Speaking of heads above water, let's take a look at Wham. Has he realized that Anatan has become the threat? Is that the case? Let's take a look and see how it goes. All right. Beastie under significant pressure here. King gonna go down shortly, for sure. It just seems like there's too much pressure coming out from Puppy Paw. Villager count still pretty good for Beastie, so he can hold this, I think. But look at the culverin. So many culves here. We've seen this time and time again with the Holy Roman Empire in the late game. They will mass up culverins. They will go to like 10 culverins. It gets a little bit ludicrous. But I guess for me, the reality is that, or not even the reality, but it's like, looking at the big picture, like this is your problem. Surely they can realize that this is the problem right now. And he's getting big walls going up as well. Significant portion of the map. He's cleaned out absolutely everyone on this top size. Market. Oh, and he's got the Seagate Castle. Oh, he's got the Seagate Castle. We could buff this movement speed up like crazy. Ooh, 222, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me. All right, Beastie holding on for the moment. Looks like he's going to be under pressure, though. A lot of villagers here. 45 villagers out in this position. Puppy Paw, he's going to find it. Beastie doing a little bit of a migration as well, moving up towards this north side. Keep going to get thrown down. Going to wall it in. Keep that king safe. You can see that he's on the move. He's looking for the king. Beastie at the moment, 24 military population compared to Puppy Paw on 99. There's a reason why he's walling in this king, trying to keep it safe. Beastie's got a lot of resources in the bank, but there's trouble in paradise. Loses 2 culverin. Manages to take out some more spears and throws out a military school. Bit of a weird spot. Is it teaming? Actually, that's a good question. You know what? I know the admin is watching at the moment. I'm gonna ask them to just investigate this, because it does feel a little bit too concerning. Just from that perspective. Like, don't get me wrong. I've seen people chase people across the map, all like that. And I could kind of justify it in saying that, you know, Wham was going after Marine Lord and then Puppy Paw was going after Beastie that way. Because if they teamed up and killed... Because, well, to be honest, okay, let's talk it out a little bit, okay? They're in an awkward position where there's 3 of them down here, okay? And 2 of them are brothers. If they both kill Marine Lord, that's teaming. If they attack each other, that's suicide. Yet, all of a sudden, if one of them attacks Marine Lord and the other one attacks Beastie... Like, how could that possibly be teaming as well? You know what I mean? Like, we can try and make suggestions about the possibilities of teaming and not, but the reality is they got a bad spawn. They're sitting next to each other. They don't want to kill each other because it would be suicide. You wouldn't want to kill anybody that's that close, and that's the reason why Wham hasn't killed Marine Lord yet. He's not committing to this drawn-out, forced fight. So, I don't know, maybe there's a part of me that's coping a little bit there, but I'll ask our administrator or our head admin, that's Lord Petito, to investigate this and get back to you. And interesting to note, I mean, Marine Lord's not even attacking any of them, so, I mean, there's a part of me that wants to be facetious about this and say, is Marine Lord the secret third brother? Anyway, I'm curious what you think. I know I've got Twitch chat here live, but if you're watching on YouTube, what do you think about this? Make sure you leave a comment down below. Is it teaming? Should it be? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I'm putting my money on Anatan's. Wow. Okay, when you see this many does he have trade bags? There's no way for us to know whether he's got trade bags. Actually, oh, maybe we can. Maybe we can. No, we can't check. We can't check. We're watching from his POV. Yeah, we can't check. Oh man, there's no way for us to know whether he got trade bags. but I would suspect he probably has trade bags. You know what? He probably spent all of his points already. I mean, at this point, who knows? Who knows? Who cares? Trade bags or not, I think he wins this game just based on that trade. That is incredible. He's got so many traders coming through as well. Has he picked up his tier 3 mill upgrade? He has. The madman. All right, well, Beastie, unfortunately, looking like it might be the end of the road for him. It was a nice attempt from him, but at the end of the day, Salami spawned very close. Managed to predict what would happen. Drop down the keep. And now, looks like Puppy Paw going to be forcing him back. Slowly but steadily. We see the numbers falling down here. Anatan looking to turn the tides. Keep in mind, he's sitting on 350 pop at the moment. If there's ever been a time to team up on somebody, it's right now, though. Anatan is so strong. Where did that king go? Where did that king go? King out of water. Making his way back. He's got to keep back here if he wants a second keep as well. Beastie's thinking about it. He's just looking to extend this trauma out as long as he possibly can. King, though, might get caught up with a couple of cavalry units. Indidio gets trapped! Oh, but he manages to juke his way around. He pops the movement speed. He's managing to break it through. There's walls. There's a gate. He should be fine. 1.38 movement speed. He's back down. He T-poses his way in and he says, "See ya!" with his hands out. And he lives to see another day. Happy little camper for now. The longer he holds this game on, the better it gets. All right, hold on. I've got some Twitch chatters coming in right now. Historically, in this tournament, fighting your neighbor is a guaranteed way to get third-partied and lose early. It's always better to boom, then send your army to a faraway player and snipe them. A war with your neighbor destroys your early economy and production buildings. Well, David, I do agree with you. The question's going to be whether the admin agrees with you or not, and I will say right now, they don't have an axe to grind, but they do have an awfully sharp axe. So, you best be watching yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Beastie's still struggling a little bit right here. Wham looking to try and pick up on the party as well. Everybody getting involved, saying, where is the beast from the east? And indeed it is the case here today. We've seen him from this eastern corner on this map before with a wonder victory. It's going to be an absolute wonder if he manages to pull out a victory in this game. That is for sure. He is barely keeping himself alive. He's got 92 vills though, and I think if there's anything that he's got to hope for, it's the fact he's got 92 vills. And he's starting to build up some knight numbers. He's up to 20 knights now, which makes him a threat. Which makes him a serious threat. Anatan now on 200 plus economic units. Take a look at this. How many traders are we sitting on? Just a casual 46 traders. Meanwhile, Marine Lord, he's just having a game. I mean, he's playing. But I think the problem for Marine Lord is like, what does he even do? Okay, you come push in here. And where is the king? Like, the king's down here. Okay, you're not going to kill the king. I mean, you can't really kill it. I mean, you can't get through that wooden fortress without making a noise. And that's the problem, right? You want to kind of clear that out. Looks like more units getting stationed towards that east side. King coming out. Marine Lord. Looking to pop that treason ability. Gives himself line of sight of where all the enemy kings are at. Let's do a bit of a king check. See where we're at. Anatan, king, in the keep safely at the back here. Still no court architects for the moment. King check on Puppy Paw. Where's the king? Where's the king? Oh my lord, Puppy Paw, where's the king? I don't actually know where Puppy Paw's king is. Maybe the forward keep where he's got his army? Beastie losing out his town center. I don't actually know where the king is. For Puppy Paw. Am I missing it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Never mind. All right. Well, we know where Beastie's king is. It's over towards the east side. Marine Lord's king. We've tracked it. Anatan's and Wham's king down in the Spaskaya. So we know where they all are, but we got ourselves a battle unfolding. The Culverins on the back for the Malians. Definitely going to help out in this situation. You can see him focusing down all the Springalds. 3, 4 Culverin remain. 5 Culverin back here. He wins that siege fight easily. And that guarantees that he can push forward here. A distinct lack of mangonels, though, coming out from Marine Lord. We'll check in over on that east side as Puppy Paw looks to push in upon Beastie. Remember that Beastie, it's got a decent-sized economy, not a huge military, though. And that's where the downfall's gonna be. Sacred Site captured again for Beastie. He's got the boiling oil. Cannon emplacements coming through. He's looking to pick up slate and stone construction. Get a little bit of extra fire armor. Is it going to come through in time? It takes a minute to research. He's halfway through, so should be able to survive until then. The boiling oil doing work right now, though. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my lord, the boiling oil. Beastie, emergency repairs come through. Lance Connect looking to do... Oh, my god, Beastie with the surround right now. See you later, mate. Lance Connect cleaning up everything. Beastie holding on for dear life. The madman is doing it. He says, not on my watch, and the keep is managing somehow to stay alive. 500, 600 health, and Beastie lives to see another day. All of those units get cleaned up, and Beastie happily strolls away and says, you're next, mate. Your head is on the chopping block. Huge mistake right there from Puppy Paw. 64. Oh my god, Puppy Paw's in a bad spot. Oh, he's in a terrible spot. He's throwing up walls because he knows he's in such a bad spot. Beastie's got a massive economic advantage right now. Huge difference between these two. You want to know what the issue is? This is the issue. Anatan is looking incredible right now. And all the other players are kind of infighting between each other. And now, that awkward moment where Marine Lord says, oof. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Azure Mosque is being placed down by Anatan. Plenty of villagers here. There's no question as to whether this gets up or not. Huge amounts of protection for this. He's got plenty of resources in the bank. Not a whole lot of production on this angle, and it is technically open to public viewing, if you so please to come through the stone walls. Whether you can actually make it is going to be a different story. And now Beastie's got an interesting conundrum. I mean, he can very easily come in, when I say easily, you know what, he could probably easily do it. If he makes enough rams, he could do it, if he wanted to. But if I'm Beastie right now, I have got an axe to grind. You know, we just talked about the admin's axe. Well, let's talk about Beastie's axe. You have come all the way across the map to take me out. You have neglected to attack your brother. You've neglected to attack Marine Lord, your immediate neighbor. And I understand. I know you didn't want to be seeming like you're teaming. But my friend, now the tables are turned. And Beastie is beginning the push, the death push. The march towards the base of Puppy Paw. Barely a screen away. Of course, Puppy Paw can always look to evacuate the dance floor. He has been known to be infected by the sound multiple times. Still that trade. Very big behind. Alright, well, I do have word from the admin, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see exactly what we've got. He says, as long as there is not a coordinated attack, I don't think we can call it teaming. Of course, you are going to select a player to attack, but avoiding a war with your neighbor is not teaming. Plus, as the guy in chat said, fighting your neighbor is often detrimental to your economy. There you have. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the admin's take on it. So it looks like... In other news, beautiful walls coming up on this side of the map here by Anatan. Bro, how do we miss that? Dude. Man. How? I don't get it. How did we miss it? Marine Lord goes down. Wham takes him out. Oh, Lord. How did we miss it? All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the final four in this game. Somehow, some way. Puppy Paw, Wham, Beastie, and Anatan all make it through as the final four in this game. And Anatan with a landmark, or I should say a wonder rather, in the back of the base, 350 population, sitting on more than 35,000 resources stored up. A distinct lack of population. And look at this. Villagers managed to break through. Hello, how you doing? Wham, gonna be chopping through. Throws down an outpost. Stone walls are coming up. Probably needs to delete these houses and bring it across this way. All the upgrades, though, coming through for Anatan. He's really looking to max out. Beastie up towards this north side. Just kind of chilling out. I wouldn't be surprised if Beastie doesn't even contest this. He says, you know what? You go and contest it yourself. Take your army over there and looks for a snipe. If I'm Beastie, I'm totally doing that. I am not at all invested in denying the Wonder victory at all. Yep. This is the right call. I reckon this is the right call. You gotta go for it. Oh, man. I can't believe we missed it. How many kings have we missed in this tournament? I reckon we're up to double digits at this point. Now, there's a part of me that says, yeah, Drongo, you're bad at spectating. And then there's a part of me that just wants to blame the game. You know, that's always the thing. You know, for me, as a player, I hate playing mirror matches in Age of Empires or any game for that matter. Because if I lose, then I can't blame my enemy's Civ. Because they had all the tools at their disposal that I had. And so I can't blame their Civ because we have the same Civ. And I can't help but feel like, you know, maybe there should be like a warning in-game that a king is under attack. Now, it warns you if your king is under attack, but just remember, we have to watch these replays or these live games through the eyes of a player, which is Anatan. So we'll get a warning if Anatan's king is under attack, but we won't get a warning if another player's king is under attack. So I'm not saying let's blame the devs, but I am saying let's blame the devs. Good. They're beautifully thought. Like, my brain right now, Giga brain right now, Drongo. You got that. Perfectly covered. EGC TV saying, just pretend you have an observer and he keeps messing up. Yeah, oh, actually, that's exactly it. Who's observing? Is Mr. Merlin observing? Mr. Merlin's our observer. Okay, yeah, that's a good call. Mr. Merlin, stop missing all of the... We'll get him on the next one. We'll get him on the next one. Don't worry, guys. All right, well, Beastie's on the hunt. I love this play. I think it's definitely the right call. We can see him coming across. This is where you need to have the knights out in front, and the knights just need to be camping in front of this gate. You can't let him escape. You can't let him get out. And I think that's what he's going to do. Beastie making the right call here. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is perfection coming through from the Beast. Meanwhile, towards the base, we can see the Puppy Paw is attempting to take out the Wonder. Beastie. He knows where the king is. And he just sits, he waits. So many rams. I think this is almost certainly good game now for Wham. Beastie looking to pick up a couple of kills here. Revenge. A dish best served cold. King under attack. King under attack. Oh, the king's on the move. I didn't even realize. Anatan gonna have to pull that king back. He wasn't thinking about it. King was under pressure. But now Beastie gonna be looking to apply that same pressure to Wham. King manages to survive by the skin of his teeth. Can you see what happens when our observer, Mr. Merlin, gets a notification about the king being under attack? He immediately looks for the king. Can you see what happens when we've got it, ladies and gentlemen? Beastie now coming in the back door says, how you doing? Remember me from earlier? Yeah, I'm the guy that almost got taken out by Puppy Paw, but I didn't. Bombard's coming in. He cleans up the back of the landmark, and you can see all of this attack now is going to be completely stopped. Beastie assassinates Wham, and you know what the question is next. Where is the other one? He's looking for it. He wants it. Oh, he's mad. You made him angry. Watch out. Do not upset the Beast. He will come for you. Oh, my lord. He is absolutely fuming right now. You can feel it. He is out for blood. Whoa. Now, hold on a minute. Where is the army? Where is the army from Puppy Paw? Puppy Paw's got nothing. He's got nothing. Beastie is molding right now. He is so mad, and he is just... He is taking... Oh, he's coming for you, Puppy Paw. You better take your king, and you better run to the other side of the map, my friend, because he is going to stop at nothing for this right now. Someone has unleashed the Beast. He was locked inside a cage, but now, well, the zookeeper came in. He misplaced the key, and it seems that Beastie has decided, well, I know exactly where the lock is. So, he begins marching his way back towards the east side of the map, and we can see the Landsconnect numbers are beginning to rise for Beastie. Plenty of military out here. Keep in mind, he's got 250 population that he can now work with. Those are some big numbers in Puppy Paw. I mean, his interest here is just in preventing Beastie from really moving up the leaderboard, but at the same time, Puppy Paw is so far ahead. If we take a look at the numbers for the current standings, you can see Puppy Paw sits on 16 points. So he's not too worried about Beastie down on 1 point, but you've got to remember that every point matters. Every point matters. You know, Beastie picked up a point down here taking out Wham. If he takes out a second player, that's a second point. And that could be the difference between next game. What if Beastie gets one of those crazy Sacred Site games? You just never know how it's going to go down. And that's why you really got to play like you're defending against with everything right here. And I suspect that Puppy Paw has almost just given up on the idea of attacking into Anatan. Anatan, 350 population. Currently sits on 194 military pop. Puppy Paw, he's 200 pop. He's got not a lot of resources in the bank. He can't do this by himself. He knows that. And he knows that Beastie's axe is very sharp, and he wants to grind it right now. The question's going to be whether he's able to take him out before that timer comes down for the wonder. That is going to be it. Let's connect numbers beginning to build. Look at the Rams, though. Oh, my lord, look at the Rams. How many Rams are we talking right here? Beastie right now taking inspiration from a game of Calp. You can hear behind the scenes, Anatan deleting all of the villages. He's up to 294 military population. I tell you what, we talk about releasing the beast, unleashing the beast. Well, let's talk a little bit about Anatan. That is an incredible force of units. I don't think you're ever going to be able to overcome that. Beastie begins to move in from the south side. Needs to keep those knights ready. The king always going to be in play here. And now Beastie looks to take out Puppy Paw. He fought against him early on in the game. He was hunting Salami. He managed to miss the kill, arguably because of what happened. But now the Lance Connects coming out in number. Beastie with 60 of the standiest, sharpest swords you'll ever see. Huge amounts of siege being brought to the party. Knights from the north. Give it to him, baby. Beastie wants it. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, the keep is going down so quickly. He doesn't even have court architects. Ladies and gentlemen, Beastie gets revenge. He wants it. The king on the ground. He pops out. He doesn't have the surround. He's looking to try and pick it off. There's not a lot of cavalry units. Is it going to be enough? He jumps into the next keep. He says, all right, you want to do it again? Let's try. Lance Connect moving through. Beastie trying his best. The king pops out. The king is out. He manages to go through into the outpost. Jumps out. Jumps inside the Palace of Swabia. Pops in on the other side. And Beastie running out of steam. He manages to survive a little bit of time. Beastie doesn't get the surround there. And all of a sudden, the forces from Puppy Paw clean up the remnants of Beastie's Rams. And Beastie absolutely fuming from the ears right now. 68 villagers. Horsemen now going to be coming out. Honestly, if I'm Beastie, I'm pulling every single unit right now. I want this. Oh, it's so hard, man. It's so hard. You're going to have to run the gauntlet. We're talking about 3 keeps that you're going to have to go past, boiling oil on everything. How do you even approach this? I mean, you could come in from the south. The main thing is you've got to block that king. You have to block that king. You cannot let him escape. And it's so hard. It's so hard. It all comes down to getting that cavalry on the top side of the keep. That's really what it comes, because you can't control where the king exits the keep. If you could, it would be so busted. But Anatan over on the other side of the map, just wondering what the hell is going on. Why is nobody attacking me? I'm sure he's probably worked it out already. Beastie. Oh, he's got bombards. Oh, no, never mind. That's not Beastie. That's Puppy Paw. Puppy Paw with the bombard numbers. Maybe he's out for blood now. I mean, good luck trying to hit Beastie's king. You got 3 minutes and 40 seconds to do it. You can see Beastie now. Down to the south. Massing up those units. He's got to ideally avoid infantry. Lower health. Battering rams once again. Anatan now coming in. He senses it as well. Anatan says, hey, they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. What if I'm the guy who does things? With 3 minutes left, Anatan looks to put himself even further ahead on the points allocated for this game, or points received for this game, points awarded for this game, points won for this game, potentially. I don't know exactly the best way to phrase it, but I do know the Puppy Paw is in trouble. We got 3 minutes until wonder victory, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening right now. Anatan looking to take out Puppy Paw from this game. Numbers continuing to build on the south side. And now he surrounds on the top side. He can't get out. Beastie needs to push right now. Spear's going to be coming through on the back. He brings them in with the rams. Decent surround. Doesn't have access to emergency repairs. The boiling oil, it's working down. It's working down a lot of these units. The boiling oil, there's no cannon emplacement though. Beastie trying to break through. The king's on the ground. The king's on the ground. Anatan going to pick up another kill right here. It's all over. Anatan assassinates Puppy Paw, and we've got 2 minutes until 1 to defeat. And that's good game. Beastie taps out. He says, take your points. I'm done. You're done. Game gets cold, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. And we enter into game 5 in an absolutely crazy position right now. We take a look at... I want to check the statistics. Let me just see. Military kill. Beastie maxing it out. 686. Let's have a look at the highs. Let's have a look at the lows. Military count. At the end of that game, more than 300 military population for Anatan. Economic count right now. Take a look at that. More than 200 population there for Anatan. Absolute insane numbers. All right. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, a little bit of I guess a little bit of a controversial game, but we will aim to keep you updated if there are any updates. But if you don't hear anything, you can expect that there's nothing to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and we move forward into game number 5.